Alright you guys, welcome to another live recording that we got here. Today it's going to be me on the bottom playing Kingdra versus Richard on the top playing Parasect on our brand spanking new camera mount, $28 at your local hardware store.
Just a clarification, Richard is playing Magnezone, not Parasect.
Oh, did I say, wow, whoopsies. Wow, special. He's playing Magnezone, and if you haven't heard, Magnezone's pretty good.
It is pretty good, from what I've heard.
It's pretty high. So the camera mount does make it a little bit wobbly at times because we are touching the table, and we're still trying to figure out a way to fix that. But it looks better.
Yes, it does.
So maybe soon I'll get a new microphone and a new camera, and then it'll look perfect. But until then. So this game, obviously I've seen before because I played it, but this is kind of Grady's first time watching it. We recorded it, and then about 8 minutes into recording the video just now, we realized that my mic wasn't picking up any sound.
So it was just me, the video was me just awkwardly having conversations with no one else. So
yeah, it was pretty
fun.
Yeah, so Grady, up until like the 8-minute timestamp, he knows what's happening, and then he doesn't know what's happening after that.
So, for the uninitiated, Magnezone is kind of the deck we consider best deck in format. We've played, I don't know, maybe 15 matches with it, and it's lost maybe only 1 or 2 of those, I'd say.
Yeah, it's lost a lot. Yeah.
Kingdra is one that is solid, but then the new set came out, and the new Kingdra came out, and that's kind of pushed the deck over the top. We think it's going to be, 2 or 3, like the second or third best deck out of all the decks. So
Kingdra's busted. It allows you to not have to play Parasect, because your whole energy flow thing doesn't need to. You don't need to do it every single turn. You only need to do it once or twice a game because the new Kingdra is just gonna snipe prizes and have a lot of weird math and good numbers and
yeah.
The combo with it is spray splash plus snipe for 90. So it snipes for 90 on anything that has damage counters on it, and so you spray splash it and then snipe. So you're basically sniping for 100 for 1 energy.
Yep.
And that's what makes the deck tick. And then later on, you have these Kingdras that come in and just take big old prizes. So that's why you see the battle compressor go for water energies, because this deck plays, I think, 16 of them.
Oh wow, that's quite a few.
Let me actually double check.
Considering that all the Kingdras attack for very low energy, that's a lot of waters.
Yes.
But I mean, it makes sense.
It makes it actually kind of work, kind of, pun intended, fluidly, because you never really miss energy. The only really bad thing is that, 16 waters, 1 rescue, 1 splash.
Gotcha.
The only thing that kind of sucks about it is that if you were to do those cyclone attacks late game, it really mucks up your deck.
Yeah, because you just draw tons of energy.
Yep. So
that makes sense.
That part kind of sucks. But the other card we took out of this deck was we took out the Kyurem, Plasma Freeze. Oh,
the Blizzard Burn one.
Yeah, because you kind of just don't need it anymore.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It allowed me to take out Ninja Boy as well. But the one thing I need to put back in is freaking Swoop.
Swoop.
I didn't have a swoop this game. I didn't realize it, and I was mad at myself. There's actually one point, we'll talk about it when I get to that point, but there's one point where you see me search for about a solid 5 minutes.
Oh, you're just looking for it?
I was just where the hell is my swoop?
Swoop.
I need the swoop.
Alright, so first couple turns, both players opened up Dunsparce, do strike and run things into Spirit Tomb, so you'll find that's kind of how a lot of U150 games start. You get into situations where both players have Spirit Tomb active, and you're no, you retreat first. No, you retreat first.
Yeah, right.
So that's why we play 1 Dark Energy in every deck now, just to will Wisp into death.
When did we do that?
That was a joke.
Oh. I was whoa, I am not up to date on this. I'm going to open up some stuff here pretty soon and only see dark things.
So yeah. Richard went for the Dual Brains Magnezone and the Zebstrika here, and Alex is setting up some...
You know how busted I realized actually Guzma is with these double Spirit Tombs?
Oh yeah, that's a super good way to break that lock, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it forces both players to break locks, and then if you like miss it off of the Guzma, like if you had to draw cards, you can just like retreat back into the Spirit Tomb.
That's super good.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So he got more of a value off the Hex than I did, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's one of the reasons that you can't see my hand half the time is because I'm really self-conscious of the wiggling, where Richard just goes for it.
Yeah, he just doesn't give a shit.
No. So, which is fine. I don't care. But this hand is this turn is just like trying to. I know that I'm gonna get hit next turn, so like making sure to get a Kingdra out, the new Kingdra out, so that I can respond with at least some form of damage. But yeah.
Yeah, and this is what I said earlier, because Richard is going to lead towards a disconnect this turn. But for me, that's like, this is not the right time to disconnect, because Alex is just going to come up and shot him with the Kingdra.
Yeah.
And he's not going to take a prize of the Spirit Tomb, so Zebstrika is a very powerful Pokemon, but you have to, it's kind of about timing when you use your disconnect, and this I think was not a good time to use it, personally.
Correct.
Here I would have liked to see maybe attack with the Dual Brands Magnezone, because you hit for 80 and switch back into Spirit Tomb, if you can get that play off. That's what I like to see, maybe, if he could pull that off. But
next turn, because this turn he can't get into it because of the item lock. There's like almost no way to like.
Right.
So the thing that this does do is it means that I can't Dark Disgrace. Right.
The other play here is maybe try to wait a turn and then just come up and snipe the Claydol, your Claydol. I would like that more than the disconnect here, but.
So what this does though is, like, now I only have this Horsey, and since I'm under item lock because of the disconnect, I can't. It's really unlikely that I'm going to get a Seadra out. So you know, one thing that he could have thought is, hey, if I disconnect here, he'll go to 50 HP. Even though I'll die, if I can get a return KO on this Kingdra, he has to hit into like either Rare Candy or Breeder, or have the Broken Time Space Siege or Kingdra.
Right.
So that, if that was the thinking behind it, then like okay, but you're right. Like the disconnect could have been saved for a turn, or the lightning crash.
Yeah. I would have liked to maybe see that if you could get that, but obviously he didn't have the magnetic circuit one out yet, so
yeah,
it's hard to say.
I'm checking right now what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's Lightning Crash.
It's Lightning Crash, yeah. I don't know, he just tried to aggressively break the Spirit Tomb lock, and sometimes I don't think that's the right move.
Damn, where is it? I'm actually like physically looking through the deck right now. I can't find
For the Zebstrika?
It is Lightning Crash, yay!
You did it.
It would have been faster actually Googling it.
But Richard just casually responds with 4 energy and Fury Belt.
Casually.
So,
Plot spoiler, he doesn't know that there's the Fury Belt. He hasn't got into it yet. Okay, there it is.
Oh, spoiler. Okay, I just saw this. There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
and ba-bam. And this is where we stopped, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so from here on out, Grady has no idea what happens.
So, yeah, that's pretty. That just kind of shows you the power of Magnezone. You had like his attacker gets knocked out, and he just casually throws up Raikou. It hits 140. No big deal.
NBD, yeah. And has like responses and like support Pokemon and like.
Yep.
You know. So here's an N. The turn after I take a prize.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Which is fine. It's got Dual Brains out and all this other stuff.
So let's see. What do you have to hit a ton off of this? I think.
By the way, that Horsey is like one of my favorite arts of all time. The one on my bench.
The one on your bench?
Yeah. It's Horsey like laying on a shelter, and the shelter's just like unhappy about it. It's just like, dude, come on, man. Like.
So let's see. You need to hit. Oh god, I don't even know. I don't think there's any way you shot the Raikou back next turn.
So I have in my hand. It looks like I have 2 Seadras, a Kingdra, a Dowsing, a Floatstone, a Trump card. I can't remember what the other card was.
That's rough, man. You might just have to go into the Spirit Tomb and say fuck it.
Plot spoiler, that is not what I do.
Oh, okay.
that Spirit Tomb stays there the entire game.
Oh.
Actually, I think I scoop it up at one point. I finally get my scoop up off my prizes.
Okay.
And that's the one I choose to scoop up.
I mean, do you have enough waters in your discard to shot with the other Kingdra?
I have, I think, 5 or 6 right now.
Huh.
But But yeah, so he gets the Hex off too.
Oh, okay.
So I was able to evolve into Seadra and then Wally it into Kingdra.
Okay.
And if we look here...
Looks like you're counting waters as we speak.
Yeah. Well, now I'm pal padding.
Pal padding. Okay.
But then, yes, it's going to be a dowsing for the Oak. I'm discarding the Seadra. So, like, the Wally into it is pretty good. That was the other card. It was Wally. I didn't top deck the Wally. I had the Wally.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. You had a lot there.
Yep. And then BTS, Rockets, or sorry, Oaks. Switch those 6 prizes of his. Item Finder for the Oak again.
Digging through that deck.
Yeah, I was like, I think I needed 1 more water energy. I think it was 5. Nope, it was 6, but I needed to hit the energy and the windstorm. So I needed an attachment and then the windstorm, and since he hexed, the 6 is enough.
You hit the fucking nuts there.
I mean, all I needed was windstorm and an energy.
I mean, I guess. No, because you also had the Wally, too. At the start. But I guess you did go into the BTS anyway, so...
Right.
But that's a super good response from you.
Yes. I have to shuffle... And the other part about this is the other thing that I like, going back to the whole no more Parasect, is that this time I only shuffled 6. I shuffled the exact amount that I needed back.
Oh, do you get to choose how many you shuffle in?
No, you have to shuffle them all.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's right here on top.
So can you explain what you meant by that, then?
Meaning that, like, you don't have to overload the energies. Like, I was perfect. I perfectly had 6 in there, right? And that's busted. And if it was if I had Parasect out, I'd have 1 more Pokemon on my bench, and still just like have 6. You know, like it's not bad to I'm not clunking up my deck with 6 cards back in. You know, so
yeah,
that's just kind of what I mean. Is that without like the whole thing is we took out Parasect. What now? Well, Parasect really didn't hurt here. You know.
Yeah.
It hurts because like next turn I would have had to. I have to get more if I want a shot, but at the same time, like a tri-bullet is not the worst idea.
Plus, you got trump carded anyway, so.
Right. So neither here nor there.
Okay, let's think about what Richard wants to do here. I think, like now, obviously he's just looking to hit 80 and go back into the Spiritomb, but that seems pretty weak. Not sure why he would goop there, TBH, because now you can play items.
Right.
I'm not sure if it's more important to shut off your items or your abilities here, to be honest.
It's, you know, probably a little of both, but you'll see what I end up doing to get around it. It sucks because I just, like, I don't think I had a draw supporter in my hand, actually. Yeah, so...
So you just tri-bullet?
Yep, just tri-bullet, keep the Spiritomb in the active, force him to waste an energy.
Wow.
Hey Richard, that goes on the bottom of your deck, buddy. Not in your discard.
Yeah, what? I'm not sure what he's doing there.
He's trying to... yeah, no, he just...
There you go.
He just goobered.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, I didn't have a supporter, you know, which... so, I guess the goop was the right decision because I don't have a supporter.
Right. I don't know, I guess I can see arguments both ways. If you're just going to switch back into the Spiritomb, I don't know. That's hard to say.
Uh-huh. But now he can go back into it. I believe the next turn is like the bananas play. I'm pretty sure. Where I'm just like, I take control. It is intimidating. In my hand, I'll tell you actually what's in my hand. It's, I believe it's an energy removal, a super energy removal, a goop, a way to evolve, I think, and like one other card. Oh, it's a twins. It's a twins. Let's see. Alex, slow down your hand there, buddy. I almost saw it. So, but he ends me. So the idea was, when he knocks this out, I can play twins, and I was gonna get a way to shot him, which I could have done. I remember calculating it, and I could have killed the thing in Dual Brains. I could have killed it somehow and removed all the energy on the other Magnezone. I can't remember. Okay,
Gotcha.
fuck, I can't remember, but there was a way that I could have killed the energy of Raven 1 and removed all the energy on the other side while scooping.
Whoa, I just see you attach the energy to Dunsparce.
Yep. Oh, like where else am I
Or
going to attach it?
Are we going to see a sudden flash here?
No.
Oh.
So here we go. We got the Seadra. I wallied into the Porygon 2. And then we're going to Lapras. And this is... I remember, at this point, I still don't know that I don't have Swoop in the deck. And so...
Is that what you're planning on right now?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I can just swoop this into Horsey and be fine. Like, going to this Kingdra, we're going to Misty's Wrath. I think I put the waters in the discard and get some other shit. I don't know.
Remind me again what this Kingdra does?
So the first attack for no energy does 10 for every water and shuffle them back in. And then the second one does 40, but if you discard 2, it does 60 and snipes for 20.
Okay.
So the play is, Wally into the Porygon 2 so I can Lysander the Claydol, and take a double knockout here, kill the Claydol, kill the Spiritomb that I prepped earlier.
Yep, makes sense.
And I'm digging, at this point I'm digging for the swoop.
The swoop that's not in your deck.
I was like, yeah, computer search. And this is the turn this is the part where I take like 5 minutes like searching my deck, and then I check my prizes, then I check my discard, then I do it all again, and I'm just like, where the hell is my scoop? My swoop. And then I think I looked through the deck, didn't see the swoop, and then was like, yeah, my scoop is in the prizes. See, I'm looking everywhere for it. It's like, where is this card?
What is that stupid card?
What is that stupid card? Checking everything, just no. Check my hand again. Check the deck again.
This is awkward.
Yeah, no, I needed this, right? Like, I benched the Lapras knowing full well. So I settle on the computer search for the friggin' nightly garbage run.
Not a strong computer search.
No, like the worst computer search I've ever had. I probably could have gotten something better, but I think I was just like so flustered. But either way, I'm able to take this like double knockout. Discard that Twins that I like was so hype on the turn before, but see, like you can see now where I take this commanding presence. Besides the fact that I don't have a backup Kingdra.
Is that this active Kingdra is not an EX though, right?
Yeah, it's not an EX, and that's why it's good. He's got 4 prizes left. I've got 3.
Okay.
And that's the reason for like, this Kingdra, like you could consider like, oh, you're taking it out because you're not doing as much damage, but it's a non-EX that attacks for free.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Yeah. So. Also, I touched the Dunsparce because there was no other where to attach, and I can always retreat it to get rid of the energy.
I kind of thought you were thinking about swooping that Dunsparce too, so...
There's that as well. So, I had so many options, and just like, no swoop. Put swoop in every single deck you play, kids. Literally every single deck. It's so good.
Okay, so he's... what the...
It's a knockout. Because I'm weak to lightning. Plus...
No. I just don't like that super energy removal, but that's okay.
To be frank, he's like, I don't have.
Super energy removal doesn't seem like it'd be very good against Kingdra anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect you. It gives me the plus 20 damage, but the difference between 160 and 180, like, and if he hits a windstorm, like, then he'll have no free retreater, right?
That's true.
So. I didn't mind it at all. I mean, I minded it, but like... So I think I'm trying to get a Kingdra back. I forgot. I think I like dowsing for the nightly garbage run to put more Pokemon back in, and then I think Oak here coming up. Let's see. So Cosmic Power. Take a look at these 3. The thing is, I left those there because I saw the Rough Seas. And,
Gotcha.
I liked having this 30 damage on both of the Magnezones, because then that's like a spray splash. Oh, we need surprise time machine in this deck too.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can evolve in a spray splash and then surprise it for the other one.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Surprise needs to go in this deck.
Do you think this deck needs like a Crobat G now?
Ooh. Actually, that'd be real good. We should think
Just
about
to
that.
turn on that snipe sometimes.
Yeah, and I did have trouble with that. Also, the only stadium in this deck is a Broken Time Space. I think now you could probably argue for a Skyfield.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say like Magma Base or something.
Ooh, that wouldn't be a bad idea either. I just think
Why are we running a rough season the Kingdra list though?
because not all is that Dragon Kingdra.
Oh, that's true.
And that's like your main big bopper. So like, I don't know. I think since we changed it, there is like one or two things that need to be tweaked. I'm trying to figure out the math on like, can I kill this Raikou?
Can you?
So it's at 20, 40, 60, 80. So I'm at 180 right now, and he's got a Fury Belted Raikou. So essentially I need to do, what, 200?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I only need one more in there.
No, you need to do 180. Because 120 base, plus 20 from the body, plus 40 from the Fury Belt, so 180.
Oh yeah, math. So there's the attachment.
So assuming you have the Dragon Kingdom, you need 9 energies in there, which it looks like you have.
Yeah, the way that I have it though is kind of weird. I think I have to dig for it because I have no way to evolve in my discard pile.
Oh, you mean you don't have like a search card?
Yeah, and so I wanted to play the Goop and the Oak at the same time.
Huh.
But I hit it anyway, so.
You hit it, okay.
I don't have much of a deck left. There's only probably about 20 cards left in the deck, to be honest.
But after this, there's going to be 29.
Yep.
Oh, that hot secret mission.
Yep.
Secret mission seems better and better the more I think about it.
Yep.
Because you're stuck with like so many dead cards like mid and late game that are just for setup and stuff.
Yeah. No, I don't know if it would go in every deck, but there's a lot of decks that I really enjoy it in.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me.
But yeah, I was gonna try to dig for the other Kingdra, to try to get it with a non-EX attack.
Gotcha.
But I missed it. So, but he judges here when I had like I think 3 cards left in my deck or something, and that was his only draw support. Right, because he showed what Judge Iwasoda, a Magnezone, and I don't know what his top deck was, but that was the secret mission, what I saw.
Right.
But yeah,
he's in a really rough spot here.
Yeah, I need to take one more prize. But he's gonna be able to get a return KO he did a switch.
Okay, that should be game then, right?
I need energies in the discard.
Oh, that's right, because you had to shuffle 9 back in.
Yep. And so I put 1 back in there with like the Ultra Ball, and this is what I'm going for. I'm going for the kill here. I just have the 1 that I just put in there, and I Cosmic Powered only into 2 energies. And I was like, what the heck? I just shuffled 10 of these back in.
This is when like Swoop Teleporter Crobat G would be game 2.
Yeah. Well, no, because Surprise Time Machine.
Surprise Time Machine, sorry.
Yeah. But the thing is, I have all of the only way that I have to recover cards left is Marley's. I used my dowsing my item finder and my junk arm at this point.
Right.
So getting the scoop up is also an issue. An account seeing 3, Psychic's Third Eye. See a versus Seeker 1, 2 into the discard plus all the rest of them. I'm only at 5 now. I need 2 more, and they're in my hand with no way to discard them.
Yikes.
So I'm sitting here looking at 5. I can hit him for 100. I can't super energy removal because I already attached. So the super energy removal on the Dunsparce is coming in big.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this is where I think I actually retreat and pass, and that was my misplay. You'll see it here. Oh yeah, I'm talking about the Porygon Z play, because I have a way to search the Porygon Z.
Porygon Z isn't in this list though, right?
No, it isn't, but I would have Porygon Z de-evolved him and would have been able to one-shot him.
Gotcha.
So that's why Porygon Z would have been good here, I just would have won. But I retreat, and my philosophy behind this is I should have just tri-bulleted. I should have tri-bulleted both Magnezones and Uxie. Reason being is because it's pretty easy for him to get a knockout anyways. Like, pretty damn easy. All he needs to do is hit Lysander, right? And it just blows me up. So, like, you know...
So you're thinking just, then you have Lysander energy out on the Uxie?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what you see me do. Because what's in my hand, I have stuff. I think that's the Marley's in my hand. So, like, I can get the dowsing for the computer search for, like, Lysander or something, you know, like...
Right.
And, you know, we go through it, like, in 2 seconds here, I'm like, yeah, you freaking win. Because that should have been it. Let's see. I think that's a Marley's. I could be wrong. I think I top-picked the Marley's, maybe? Or I get into it somehow.
I mean, if you have an energy in Marley's,
right,
you would have 100% had the game, assuming he didn't end you out of it.
Right. The other thing you'll see happens is that he windstorms my BTS. And, and like, how am I going to get another Kingdra, right? Like, and that's, like, another reason for, like, the whole, yeah, I totally should have tri-bulleted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he accidentally shuffled back in with Misty's, so I had to find those 5 cards. Yeah, so here's this Windstorm. It just puts me in, like, this crippling position. It's a bill, by the way.
Sick.
Yeah. He's like, oh. He didn't know that you could remove him from anywhere, but he still removes him from the 3 spots that he was going to remove him from anyways. So it goes down to 1 prize. I draw, and I'm just like, frick, dude. Like, I had it.
Yeah, that's hard to say, because you did, looks like you did top deck the Marleys.
Yeah.
So that's 100% game, assuming your Lysander's in there.
Right. No,
oh, yeah, it is in there.
There was a way to get it. See, this is me shaking my hands, being like, hey, you win, but if I had tri-bulleted you, here's what I would have done. Yeah, it was the same thing. I was like, yeah, this looked nuts out, blah, 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 blah. I'm an idiot. I had you, but I'm a scrub. Because he still knocks it out regardless, like the Lysander or whatever. Like, he doesn't Lysander up and kill something else. Like, he still kills the Kingdra.
Right.
So we P-com for the Horsey. Marley's request for dowsing an item finder.
The thing is, if he doesn't have to Lysander, he may have, like, looked for a Hex here.
Right.
And then you can't pull this play off. That's my only thing I would say for that, but we'll never know, I suppose.
Yeah. So a gust of wind for it. That's what I needed.
Okay.
So, but, you know, alas. We learn from our mistakes.
Cool. Well, that was a good game, though.
Yeah, no, it was a very close game. 1-1 prizes. So, thanks for watching, everybody. We're not dead. So,
yay.
I mean, I know we posted the whole, like, hey, here's this big, long tournament thing, and then, like, nothing since. We're still doing stuff. We need to build 64 decks, so thank you for being patient, because we're on deck 48 right now.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. We're going to go work on it some right now. So, thanks for watching.